Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. This is Shayna from Kaiyuni Kreations, and today we're going to do another tag in our Tag from Scrap series. Guys, I noticed a few new subscribers since the last time I joined, and I want to thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Just give me some feedback and let me know, how I'm doing, or if there's anything you need me to see, or if you have any questions. Well, we're going to just dive right into our next project. And these are quick, simple, easy projects that I'm making and sharing with you. And today this is just another form of a tag. As you can see, it's made from several different materials. So we've got our little paper flower here, vintage book page. This is some leftover embossed paper that I had. And of course, our faux lace and our watercolor cardstock below here. So I'm going to go through real quickly how we can put these together, and you can use these in your journals, in your scrapbooking, if you want to make note cards or just greeting cards. So those are all places that we can use these. I particularly like them to know for my journals. I'm going to put these aside, and here's what we use. So to do actually let me bring a piece back here. For the embossing part, I used this embossing folder here. And I just love the little floral designs that it had. And of course, I had a piece left over from another project that I was doing. So, that's what I used for that. And then, of course, we've got our watercolor cardstock. And this is from the watercolor paper pack from the Paper Studio, if you want to pick it up. And we're focusing on this. This is the one that I selected, but you can use any one of these. I just love how the colors play on it. And the plastic layer, which looks like faux lace. Those are these table protectors that we use, that you put over your tablecloth, over the table. I just thought it was a nice, interesting lace pattern, and it would go well with this. And I believe that's everything we have. I did use some Distress ink by Tim Holtz. This is Vintage Photo. And that's how you get the brown edges on the book pages. All right, so let's begin. And just clear some space here. Put these aside. I'm going to leave one out as usual so you can see where we're going. And of course, I prepared some of my materials already. So this is the old book page. These are from old books that are being discarded or discontinued. I have already cut out the cardstock and the plastic, and I think they're like 3 inches by 3 inches. And of course, the piece of the brocade I was telling you about. I just love that design. And the flowers. These are Recollection flowers. I couldn't say if they're still making them. I've had these for a long time. As you see, I'm slowly getting down to the end. I think we're going to go with a pink one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and apply this first. Actually, I'm going to use the double-sided tape because we're dealing with plastic. I find that this just works well. The paste will probably take a little longer to dry, but I'm sure you can use glue on it as well. I'm just going to clear some of this stuff away so you can see what I'm working on. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. Just erase that up. You have a little residue left. And we're going to go ahead and... I don't think it matters which side. If you've seen my last or my other tag that I made using the same material, you can see that as well. And just make sure you've got enough to cover. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it down. It won't matter because we're covering that. So as you see, there's extra around here. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim that off. That's why I said it didn't matter if it was straight. And don't worry, I'm going to have all these materials listed down below. And you can go ahead and find them later. So it's nice and straight now. So, we've got the base on and the plastic. So let's go ahead and work on the book page. So it's just a regular book page here, but I'm going to go ahead and add the Distress ink around it just to age it a little bit. And of course, this is just like a makeup sponge. If you don't have one of those fancy sponges that they use. And I'm just going to get the edges here. And I do like to do it like this a little bit because I want it a little bit darker, even though the pages are already a little brittle, but just want it a little darker than that. If you want to make sure your writing is the right way up, you can do that. We're going to put it at an angle. I'm going to tear this off a little. And we're just going to glue that down. I'm going to just stick it to an angle over here to bring it down a little, because we're going to have, you know what, I think I had the brocade up first. Let's go ahead and just, not the brocade, the embossed paper, sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and put that down. Okay, so we're going to have that. And then I'm going to put this over. Okay, so you see it's coming together. I'm just going to let that dry for a second. And then the flower is just going to go above here. I do have my glue gun heating up. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a dab of glue here. Plop it down in the middle. This took less time than I even thought. And I think I do want to just make this a little darker. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and trim. You know, let me turn it this way so we can see what we're doing. Trim there. So you can leave it straight like this here with straight edges, which would give you this one. Or you can go ahead and, you know, trim the edges and have the traditional side. You know what, let's go ahead and trim them. So I'm going to go ahead and just get the top like that. Hold on to this piece. We're going to flip it over, match it up with the edge here, hold it down firmly, and that's how we're going to get the second piece. And that's that. So you can leave it here like this. If it's a case where, you know, if you're doing your journal, you just wanted to put it, you know, as, you know, the top of your page to go over the top of the page, that's fine. Or the side, you know, that works as well. But if you wanted to, I mean, if we even put it on, you know, if you did it like so, let's say this is your journal page, and you want to do it that way, you have the colors coming through, that works. Or if you wanted to use it as a traditional tag, you can just go ahead and punch the hole. So I'm going to go ahead and do that since we've got one of the others already. And, you know, you lace it through with either your ribbon or sari silk ribbon or something like that. So you've got a few options on how you want to do it. And again, that's it. I think we've got everything and we are done. And these are just some of the others that I've made. And they're just really small squares. And you know, guys, thank you if you stayed until the end of this video. Thank you for staying. Please go ahead, and I'm going to have the materials listed down below. You can also check out my blog, Kaiyuni Kreations. And I'm also on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook if you'd like to follow me. And again, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. This is what helps keep my channel going. And until next time, have a blessed day, and thank you for watching.